going on, guys? It's Steve. Now, I told you guys this a few days, actually I think it was a few weeks ago. Now, before I start this video, it is pouring rain outside, so if you hear like thunder or any noises in the background, that's from the rain. I'm in Florida. I'm back in Florida, so it's crazy right now. It is, but it's still hot outside, which is weird in December, which is weird for me because I'm from New York. But anyway, Klay Thompson just had one of the best performances in NBA history. This dude scored 60 points in 29 minutes. That's at least 2 points per minute. The craziest thing is the time played. 29 minutes, and he scored 60 points. Now, I made the case before that Carmelo Anthony could have at least hit 75 if the coach would have kept him in when he scored 62 back in 2014. But in this case, it's definitely plausible to say that Klay Thompson could have beaten Kobe Bryant's 81-point record. The reason why I say that is he averaged 20 points in each quarter. 20 points in each quarter. With no free throws. There were no free throws. It was just straight shots, layups, cuts. He was bananas yesterday. You know? And now it's going to be like, okay, everyone's going to get back on the Klay Thompson train. Like, whoa, we forgot this is the dude that had the 37-point quarter. Remember I told you guys when I made this video, now I don't agree with this anymore. I was really wrong about that. But I made a video saying that Klay Thompson is more valuable than Stephen Curry for the Warriors. That's obviously wrong. But I made a video saying that Klay Thompson... No, actually, I'm referring to the video where I talked about who's a better shooter. And I said Klay Thompson is more explosive. Once he gets hot, the game is over. Where Stephen Curry, he's more consistent. And he can explode as well, but not as explosive as Klay Thompson, where once he explodes, it's game over. Right? So I made that case, and a lot of you guys agreed with me, and this is proof, to back us up, that Klay Thompson is just one of the most explosive players in the NBA. I mean, literally 40 points in the first half. He only played 29 minutes, and he had 60 points with no free throws. That's ridiculous. Now, the NBA should definitely be afraid. Not afraid because of Klay Thompson putting up another 60-point game or 40, 50. That's possible, but it's not probable. They should be scared that the Golden State Warriors have 3 players that can literally go out on any single night and score 50 plus. Any single night, any single one of those their big 3. I know they have a big 4, but their big 3 scorers, Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, and Kevin Durant. Any one of those 3 players can go out on any single given night and score 50 plus points with their eyes closed. This is scary. This is scary. There is no team offensively that can compete with the Golden State Warriors. The Cavaliers can't even compete with them offensively. In order to beat the Warriors, LeBron's going to have another epic finals. Even with Kevin Love averaging over 20 and Kyrie averaging over 20, LeBron's still going to have to do something we've never seen before. Because this team, right now, I think they're 18-3 at this moment. Either 18-3 or 19-3 at this moment. But this team is simply undefeatable in a best of 7. The only team that stands a chance is the Cleveland Cavaliers, only because of Kevin Love, Kyrie, and LeBron James. That's the only reason why they stand a chance. And the only reason to boost their chance of beating this Golden State Warrior team is for LeBron James to do something we've never seen before. He's probably going to have to average a triple-double in the finals. Russell Westbrook's averaging a triple-double in the season. LeBron's going to have to do it in the finals. LeBron's probably going to have to average 40 to compete with this team in the NBA Finals. And I still think the Cavaliers will repeat because I believe, and a lot of you guys agree, that LeBron James is just, at this point in his career, it's just so ahead of everyone else that he can do it. We all understand this. But it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a cakewalk. It's not. This Golden State Warrior team, they're absolutely scary. It's scary because think about it. If Klay Thompson has an off night, okay, Stephen Curry's going to have to go from 27 to 35. Kevin Durant's going to have to go from 27 to 35. Okay, no big deal. 16 more points between those 2 players. Okay, no big deal. If Stephen Curry struggles, KD can step it up. Or Klay Thompson. It doesn't matter who struggles because all 3 of them can explode and take over that basketball game. The Golden State Warriors last night, it was so bad. They were literally toying with the opposing team. It was so embarrassing. I don't remember. I don't know if it was a rebound or a steal. I think it was a rebound. Maybe it was a steal. But it was on a fast break, and Stephen Curry, he drove towards the basket, and then he curled back out looking for Klay Thompson with a smile on his face. They were both smiling. And Klay Thompson had a serious face. Stephen Curry was smiling. And Curry goes to the basket. He had an easy layup. He didn't take it. He curled back out, and he's looking for Klay Thompson. He sees Klay Thompson on the wing, hits it for Klay Thompson, and he knocks it down right in front of the bench. And I'm just like, what the hell? This is crazy. You know, like they're toying with these teams. You can't compete with them. You simply cannot compete with them. You know, the only team, you know, that I can say that would absolutely annihilate the Warriors, probably not even probably annihilate just because of matchup issues and just experience, is if Carmelo Anthony asks for a trade and he goes to Cleveland, and Kevin Love goes to New York or somewhere else in a 3-team trade, and Melo goes to Cleveland, and it's Kyrie, Melo, and LeBron. That team can, you know, probably, you know, humble the Warriors. Whereas Kyrie, K-Love, and LeBron right now, they're going to beat them, but it's not going to be easy. It'll probably be 6 or 7 games. Whereas if Melo was on that team instead of Kevin Love, it would probably be 5 or 6 games, because Melo and LeBron on the same team, good luck. You know, the league is lucky that it wasn't D Wade in his prime with LeBron. Because if that was D Wade in his prime from 03 to 2010 with LeBron from 03 2010 and Chris Bosh from 03 2010, they would have won 4 straight. LeBron would still be in Miami winning 5, 6 straight. That's how lucky the league is that it was not D Wade in his prime and it was not Bosh in his prime. But if he had Melo on his team, it'd be over. And it's the same way if James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Russell Westbrook stuck together. If those 3 stuck together, I'm sorry, but I kind of doubt that the Cavaliers could beat them. If Kevin Durant and James Harden were still on the Thunder, and James Harden was doing what he's doing now, and Russell Westbrook is doing what he's doing now, and Kevin Durant is as efficient as he is right now, I highly doubt that the Cleveland Cavaliers, my voice just cracked, I highly doubt that the Cleveland Cavaliers would be able to compete with them. Just because those are 3 players right there that can average over 30 with their eyes closed. You know, like, it's going to be hard to compete. So this Golden State Warrior team, the league needs to be scared. They're 18-3 or 19-3. One of those 2 records, which is ridiculous. You know, that's crazy. Could you imagine, you know, starting off the season, you know, you lose your first game and everyone gets on you, and then out of nowhere, you start winning and people open up their eyes. I opened up my eyes. You know, when I first saw them get blown out by the Spurs, I was like, their front court is garbage. But now that I look at it, it's like, so what if they don't have one of the best front courts in the world? You know, I mean, Draymond could do his thing, JaVale could do his thing, Zaza could still do his thing. You know, it may not be the best in the NBA, like, you know, the Cavaliers or, you know, like the Clippers or, well, not really the Clippers, but like the Spurs. You know, the list can go on. It may not be one of the best front courts, or like the Hawks with Millsap and Dwight Howard. Okay, it may not be one of the best, but Steph, Klay, and KD, you know, you can't compete with them. You know, they were literally playing around with people. But yeah, the Golden State Warriors are 18-3, and I'm gonna make this suggestion right now. Well, not a suggestion, but they're not gonna beat their record. They'll probably come close. They'll probably win 70 plus again, or at least like 68, 69, but close to 70, around 70. I'll say 70. But they're not gonna beat their record, and they're probably gonna, as soon as what I would do if I were Steve Kerr, and this really showed in the playoffs with Stephen Curry, the injury and things like that. If I were Steve Kerr, as soon as we secure that number 1 seed in the Western Conference, I would go ahead, bench Curry, Klay, Dre, and Kevin. Bench all 4 of them and let the bench play and get some chemistry together. The reason why is because you want your bench to get chemistry and be able to take over in situations, just because if a major player gets injured, like KD, Curry, Klay, or Dre, if one of those major 4 players, one of their big 4 get injured, you know, you want to have your bench know what they're doing when they're out there. That, and you want to rest them. You don't want them to get injured. You know, so I don't know, man. It's a scary thing right now with the Golden State Warriors. It's crazy. And by the way, to everyone saying, you know what, I'm gonna say this for my second video today. I wasn't gonna do this, but I have to. I have to go on the defense again. I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just I'm still a little sick. I've been sick for like a week on and off, but that's kind of my fault because I've been drinking from the same bottle for like a week like a dumbass, a bottle of water. So I would get better and then I would get sick again, and my head was killing me so badly, but I'm starting to feel better. So if I still sound a little down, I apologize. I'm out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's been Steve. Peace.